Hello LEGO friends, Matt from Brooks Bricks here today with a video taking a look at some more recent vehicle mock builds that I did, including a couple on a live stream and then one off of one of my own live streams, but during another. Stay tuned and take a look. Alrighty, so I've been working on, as of the time of the recording of this video, a large office tower complex during most of my live streams, but on one of my weekend morning ones, I decided to kind of take a break from that and do some vehicle builds, because it's always fun to do that, and hey, I always feel the inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and present to you some of these cars. And we'll start first with one that I did off of my live stream. Check this out. Right away getting that 80s vibe. So I built this on, of course, one of those small chassis. And yeah, it's yellow. It's kind of got the taxi vibe, but it's not. It's just a small 4-wide car. I have a couple more of these very distinctive 80s style fender pieces with this little slope here on there. And I actually really like that because I just like the look that it gives it for a small car. So I decided to go ahead and use that as kind of my inspiration for this. Threw on some other pieces, decided to go with a front and a back windscreen, but the smaller, more modern look to that. And to make a figure fit with a canopy in here, I did have to use kind of these larger wedge pieces here to make it work. But a figure does fit in there just right. And with the back, got a nice little kind of a slope here, got a brake light up there, and then regular lights in the back here. A couple of trans clear lights on the front, along with kind of the grille, so to speak. Very simple design, but hey, it works, so why not? Next up, continuing kind of the 80s vibe, I used kind of one of those older, larger chassis pieces. Seen here, the dark, kind of the gray, to create this small pickup truck. And this definitely has an 80s vibe to it, especially because of the windscreen I used here, and the frame, of course, and even the wheels. But I feel it's got some modern flair by the use of the curved slope here for the nose, kind of the hood, the canopy here as well. And I just kind of threw this together and was feeling this. Way I built it in the stream, I had a couple of headlight bricks here with the lights actually sticking out the front, but I kind of changed that up. And I felt this design a little bit more. It looks just a little bit more right to me. Have a traditional grille in there. Got some headlights, or some side mirrors here on both sides. I extended the frame back a little bit here. So I want to create an actual kind of a pickup bed. And I think, although the wheel is a little bit forward here, I think it looks pretty good. Actually got a little space for transporting some stuff in the bed here. So I just put in kind of a box. A little bit of a tail, kind of the lift gate for the tail or something here, and I put a couple of hints of exhaust using one of these old school pieces here with modified plate with those two side parts on there as well. And then the back just has a little bit of a window so the driver can peer out. Door pieces, of course, and then again the wheels, I didn't want to use this other style that would have fit on there, but I went with these slightly fatter tires, which actually I think make this feel just a little bit bigger than it is on this frame, and I really like the look of it. Plus, the gray on the rims here matches the gray along the entire frame here. It kind of does a nice accent with the entire frame, and then up top here you got the white for the main body, so I think that came out really well. I'm very happy with that. And then moving along to the last of the 3 builds I did. This is inspired a little bit by something I saw on Pinterest not too long ago, and I'd saved a picture of it, but I ended up taking it my own direction anyway. And that's this guy here, which is using one of those more modern frames for the 4-wide and fender pieces. But the highlight of this is this slightly longer nose, using one of the kind of the roof canopy pieces actually. But I'm really digging how it makes this car look a little bit bigger, maybe even a little, I want to say angrier, but kind of a little bit more intense. For the front, I used trans clear headlights with 2 grille pieces pointing down, just kind of give it a different look. That actually goes underneath the bumper, just kind of hold things together, makes it look good there. I've got the gray going across the bottom of the frame here with both bumpers, just for the accent along the bottom, along with the two rims. Holds that entire line inside of line of sight there. It looks really good. Up along the middle here, kind of traditional build for a 4-wide car. You got the little mirror pieces with those hinge pieces. A couple of windscreens. I went with the more pronounced slope on the front, and then I used a more gradual but longer slope one on the back because I felt like that kind of gives it a better look as I tried things out. And then I decided to put in these B-pillars, I think they're called, because I felt like that actually defined the back of the car much better with this windscreen in place like that. It actually came out really well. The back, I decided to kind of go for a structure for the lights that actually cross the entire back of the car, so I used a couple of cheese slope piece style red lights, and then I used a trans red grill piece to kind of simulate the lights going all the way across, and I think that comes off really cool, actually. And then just kind of a modified plate here with that little rail on there to kind of simulate like a little tailgate or something. Just to give a little bit more texture in the back, so it's not just a boom down to the lights. It kind of brings it out just a little bit more, so pretty happy with that. And then I was using these pieces here to create the canopy, the roof structure. And normally you would just kind of put a tile here to cover these things up to link them together, but I was thinking about it, trying to figure out what to do, and in my stream, thanks to my friend Greg, thanks Greg, plug to you for that, shout out, got the idea and the inspiration to do kind of a little rack using these modified clip pieces here along with a couple of these little bars, and it looks like a little rack where you can put stuff up there on top of the car. It looks really, really cool that way. Just gives a little bit more definition. And for the wheels, I wanted to use these slightly smaller tires compared to some of the other styles that you might see nowadays, because I think that this actually comes off really, really good with this. Still kind of fills out the fender mostly, and these rims look really good with that frame. Digging that a lot. So, just a few more little car MOCs that I built over the last day or so. As of the recording of this video, I'm very happy with that. And then, just 3 more vehicles to add to the city, which I'm going to run out of space pretty quickly just for cars, the way that I'm going. But, I know, it's kind of fun just building these. I'm really enjoying it, more than I ever thought I was going to. But, as always, I want to thank my subscribers in particular for watching. Thanks so much for your support. If you haven't, hit that subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell, get notifications when I publish videos. Leave a comment or a thought below, always appreciate that. And just note, I am accepting donations. Check the link in the bottom description of the video for that. And thanks for watching Bricks, and until next time, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.